Right, I've been picking up a load of American CDs through Music Magpie and eBay, various sellers on eBay, and one or two charity shop pickups. Not too many charity shop things. These are mostly online purchases. I'm trying to trying to collect the entire Wallflowers discography. So I've been picking up a few albums of theirs. Rebel Sweetheart, I think this came out in 2006. One of theirs, glad to have. Breach as well, I think came out in 2000. Yeah, and of course I think this was their debut album. I think it's just self-titled, Wallflowers. And I think this came out in 92, I think. So, we go for some time. Picked up the Dream albums I don't actually have until now. I picked up quite a few of his older albums, and there's been quite a few years which have passed, which I didn't actually realise he's actually done any new material since. And he's released a number of albums I didn't actually have. And I've always liked The Dream. He's an R&B singer. Just always liked his sort of style of music. Always liked R&B. Not everything, but there's a few artists I do really like, and The Dream is one of them. So yeah, picked up this one. Foreplay. This is quite... it's quite, what's the word I'm looking for? As you can probably see by some of the tracks on here, it leaves to your own imagination. So I picked up that one, Foreplay, and this one as well, 1977. I believe his real name is Terius Nash. I think he goes under that name, as well as The Dream. When you actually put in The Dream, I find you get all sorts of things listed. You don't actually get this artist. You have to write it in a way which you have like that kind of, I don't know what they call that, but that bit in the middle. If you write it in as that, it should come out properly on the likes of Amazon and eBay. But if you write it any other way, you'll get all sorts of things being thrown at you. So parental advisory. I wouldn't be playing these albums with your kids around. Let's put it like that. Picked up this Bacharach Magic Moments. I've been after this for some time, waiting to get it cheap. It was sold like second hand on Amazon. This particular type. This one I was after for like a few quid. I snapped this one up. It's got 3 CDs, and they're not the typical Burt Bacharach sort of instrumental pieces you normally find. These are the actual proper songs which were released. So getting this, this kind of comprehensive 3 CDs worth of proper songs of Burt Bacharach is a real little gem, I think. There's some terrific songs on here. I mean, this guy really knew how to write music and compose. As it says here, 75 original tracks by one of the most loved and successful songwriters of all time, and I absolutely agree. Great stuff on here. I was actually listening to this whilst playing my cards, and I thought, oh, what lovely music. It's so relaxing, and it has that kind of, I don't know, that melancholy kind of touch to his songs, which just draws you in, And I was sitting there playing with my solitaire, and they've done such a good job remastering some of these songs. It really sounded bright and vibrant through my stereo. That did really sound really good. So I highly recommend this. I don't know if it's ever released on vinyl. I doubt it, but for now, if it's just on CD, pick it up on CD. I highly recommend it. The Righteous Brothers, Unchained Melody. I do actually have this on vinyl. Now I have it on CD as well. It is on the Verve label, which is very, very cool, as you can see. So yeah, it came out I think in 1990. Not a bad little compilation to have. This was only £1, so yeah, charity shop jobby this one. So yeah, very cool. This too, I think, was a charity shop number. Bruce Hornsby and the Range, A Night on the Town, and I have a feeling that this might be a promo or something, because look at this slit here someone's done to it. You usually when you see this on vinyl, it means it's some kind of promo or some kind of, I don't know. Anyway, I might be wrong. This might just be some kind of accident, but that's gone right through. Look, that's intentional, definitely intentional. CD looks kind of cool. It's all black. It looks kind of different, to most other CDs I've seen. So who knows? Anyway, it was 50p. Took a bit of a gamble. I like a lot of his hits. I think this is like a later 90s album of his. I'm not really sure how well it did, but yeah, had a go on it anyway. Pete Droge. What's this one? Necty Second. I may have mentioned about the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack, and I've been picking up artists and singers which feature on that particular soundtrack. And of course, Pete Droge does with his song If You Don't Love Me, I'll Kill Myself. Great song. Great soundtrack, and of course this features on there, so glad to have this and add to my American Artist collection. This one too is in a similar vein to that other one, Dead Eye Dick, different story. Of course the song which features on the soundtrack, New Age Girl. So yeah, very cool to actually have the proper album. Gigolo Aunts, again, in the same vein as those other two, features on the Dumb and Dumber soundtrack. Of course, Where I Find My Heaven, which is on there. And this is the singles album. So yeah, this is a compilation. So it'll give me a taste of what their hits were, what they're about, if the songs are any as good as this particular one or not. And just gives me an idea of, of their hits. And whether I like them or not, really. So yeah, good to have compilations. Classic album, Harvest, Neil Young. I mean, brilliant stuff. I have another copy of this. I would like to get this on vinyl if I can pick it up. I don't seem to come across it. But love the song, Out on the Weekend. Brilliant song. Brilliant way to start the album. I know there's a lot of people who have fallen out with Neil Young, but I can't. I don't listen to all that kind of political nonsense. I'm just about the music. I love the music. Great album. Out on the Weekend. What a great song. Harvest. Heart of Gold. I think it's probably his best hit ever. And The Old Man. Good song. Yeah, great album. Highly enjoyable. Glad to have another copy, even if it's just for the car. Semisonic, Pleasure. This is an EP. I believe this is their first album or EP. First thing they've actually released anyway. I don't think there's anything before this. As you can see, there's only like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 songs on here. But by the time I actually ripped it to iTunes, there's a lot more songs for some reason. So I don't know what's quite gone on there. But yeah, anyway, glad to have this to finally complete my Semisonic album and EP collection. They actually have released another EP a few years ago, maybe 3-4 years ago, whatever it was. Still, with my view, it's quite recent EP. and this, of course, was their first one. So yeah, glad to complete their discography. And yeah, the Pixies, the best of the Pixies. I don't have anything on the Pixies, so what better places to start other than a best of album? And I know one of the songs, Monkey's Gone to Heaven, which is just an absolute banger of a track. There it is, look. Track 9, Monkey Gone to Heaven. That is a track you just have to play loud. It really crank the volume up. It absolutely rocks. That bit where he screams, what's he say? God is 7 and God is 7. I think that's a brilliant piece of lyrics. It's so simple, but the way he screams that across, it just kind of like elevates you. You know, that peak of the song. It's just, I think it's fantastic. Anyway, you have to hear the song to actually really understand what I'm talking about. And finally, this little jazz number I picked up for £1. Gene Krupa. He's actually an American drummer. I didn't really know much about him, but I've been picking up these compact jazz and giving them a spin. I think I picked up a Oscar Peterson one in the past, and they're quite good actually. I rather like them. I like these kind of like old sort of CDs. So yeah, a bit of a blind buy, but you know me, I do like a bit of jazz, so I will give this a spin and a listen to, and I will appreciate it, no doubt. There's all the featuring all the members there, look. So yeah, there you go. That's everything American. So yeah, been picking up a mix of stuff recently. So yeah, until next time, everyone, bye for now.